Hello everyone, welcome back to me, myself and IffyIfz. We're finally here at the final video of the uni series, What You Need to Know. I feel quite gassed to say this video was a request. Someone requested me doing like my antics through freshers and top 10 tips for freshers. So I'm kind of just going to merge it into one video and talk about my tips, and all my tips will be coming from my antics. So the first one is £1 cloakroom is better than £100 as a lost phone. So I'm always trying to save money here and there, and you know, £1 does add up. But at the same time, I am so careless. I mean, I accrued up to about £500 in damages in like repairing and replacing things this year. I could really do with that £500 right now, and I owe my uni money, so I'm just gonna keep quiet about that. You know, I won't tell if you don't. But what I'm trying to say is, I could have been £5 poorer in the interim and £495 richer now. Because if every time I lost something, I had to put it in the cloakroom with my bag and my coat, I would not be here £500 poorer. There's this particular place, Snobs in Birmingham. I don't even go to Birmingham University, right? So I don't know why I've lost majority of my things there, including dignity. So watch out for Snobs in Birmingham. I think there's something in the air there. I think there is something in the air. Yeah, that's my point. £1 cloakroom is better than £500 in damages. Especially if you know you're about to have, you know, a wicked time and you just kind of forget everything. Point number 2, if you do find yourself missing lectures on top of lectures, or if you know that you're gonna not go to a certain lecture, write it down. Because every time I started writing down lectures I was missing, it actually acted as like a push to go to some lectures, or at least I would know what topic I missed out on, so I could maybe start with that topic when it came to revising. And part of that point is also just trying to kind of recap week by week what you learned. Like, I'm not saying write detailed notes. Definitely try and start. Like, I did start like week 1, term 2. My notes are beautiful. It was only that week, but that topic, when it came to revise that topic, it was so much better than all the other ones because I had written stuff down. Even if you're just writing, today we learned this blah blah blah, this is what I don't get, just little mini things, it definitely helps to kind of keep you on a track. Even if your train isn't riding on the track, at least you have a track to go, mate. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna say that again. Even if your train isn't riding on the track, at least you have a track to go back to. Can I just... Beautiful. Point number 3, try to avoid doing anything or being involved, even talking to 2 members of the same clique. And you can tell from the way I'm saying it that I clearly may have done this a couple times. It's dumb, it's stupid, you will be ridiculed. People talk and people like exaggerate, so I would just avoid doing that. Just for you, like just for your sake, because you are better. Even if you do it, you're still better. But they feel that they have one up on you because they can like banter, blah blah blah. No! You don't want to become the joke of the group chat. If you don't mind being the joke of the group chat, go ahead. And to be honest, like, I can be a joke of the group chat, but I'm not a joke in real life. You're the joke in real life. But anyway. 4, make the most of everything and try and capture it. Because when you're looking back, the year is going to be a really fun one. And looking back from the start to finish, as like a montage or like a videos or your Snapchat memories, it's stunning. It's actually quite emotional. Like, it's so beautiful to just kind of recap on all the people you met and all the things you did and all the stupid things you did and all the smart things you did and just everything. 5, befriend the bouncers at the clubs. Like, first name basis, like best friends. My favourite bouncer has left now, really sad. There was one time I actually had my ID and my queue jump. He didn't even ask me to see it. He was just going to let me in. If you do know, like, it's a struggle to get in, even with a queue jump. So the fact that I couldn't find mine, and he was just going to let me in despite there being this whole queue, that's a friendship. That is a friendship, and a friendship goes 2 ways. Don't just use them, actually get to know them. They're great people, most of them. Daddy, shout out to you, miss you. You're going to see them all the time, like your second home, no? So you don't want to be a stranger in your second home. That's... And Darby, Dory, and Dory as well. Shout out to you. As much as like great clubbing and stuff like that is great, I would say find a church, or if you're not Christian, just stay spiritual, because it actually acts like that. You know those circles that lifeguards throw to you when you're drowning? When you're drowning in the source, it acts as that ring to kind of keep you afloat. God loves you, whatever happens. So don't try to do what I did and kind of run away from him. He will always be there to pull you out. So, you know, hold tight Jesus, and stay grounded. Money matters. So while it's great to be in fashion and just swiping and tapping and tapping and tapping and tapping away and being a baller for the first term, you're going to be broke second and third term if you're acting as a baller in the first term. You don't want to be that person in third term who can't go out because you wasted all your money in first term. So I would definitely say take care of money. Like, I'm not saying always be on top of things. I never aim for always being on top of things. I always aim for damage control. So allow yourself to be free a bit, but never letting yourself go down to a certain limit. So while my overdraft was £1,500, I wouldn't let myself get to 1,000. You get what I mean? I think the worst I ever got to was -800. Which, you know, is not amazing, but I always made sure to, if I got to -800, I always make sure to kind of build myself back up, set goals and get back up to zero and not stay in my overdraft. So that's why I say damage control. Like, I'm not saying be on top of anything. For example, if you want to go on holiday, you might have to dip into that red for a bit, but always make sure that you have a way of getting back on top, because money does matter. You want to be balling term 1, term 2, term 3. You don't want to kind of be balling and then it capped at term 2 and having to stay in your room and your friends are like, come out, what's wrong, you haven't been out in ages. And you're like, oh, like, I'm just not really sure if it's my thing anymore. Well, you're just broke. So I definitely say don't be too hard on yourself and be a Scrooge, but damage control and know how much you're spending, know how much you're owing, know how you're going to get back up to a positive balance. And part of managing your money is preeing hard. Like, hard. Mate, my squashkers are the strongest. They're not strong, like you're not gonna be on the floor, you're still gonna make it, but it just means that you're not having to kind of buy drinks in the club. To be fair, like, I am quite stingy, it's not that expensive, and you will find like Thursdays £1.50 smack mixers, but like you don't have to spend that, you're at a good level. So yeah, I just say pre as hard as you can, so that the people who didn't pre offer to buy you drinks when you're in the club, and then they can't even be like, that's the problem. Like, some of my friends are like, oh, if I like, you never buy drinks. I'm like, yeah, because I drank what I had to at home, so I'm fine. So like, I'm not gonna buy you around if I don't need it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. So yeah, pretty hard. Number nine, bros before chicks before. Don't be that guy. Do not be that guy. Don't leave your friend alone. This isn't even a tip. This is just the thing you shouldn't do. Like, don't leave your friend alone to go off somewhere. Like, at least make sure they're safe or with people before you go off somewhere. I'm not saying to be tied to each other. And I do not like those people who expect their friends to hold their hands for the whole night. But don't be rude. Like, don't be rude. If you come with someone, at least make sure they're getting home safely. In saying that, that does go two ways. Don't leave your friends. Yeah. Because I don't know, I'm not going to lie, there's been times that I left my friends, but Jesus had my back because I found a way back home. It's not very wise. It's not very wise. You may have to be relying on a stranger that you just met because you left your friends. So I think it definitely does go both ways. Don't leave your friends and don't lose your friends. Don't leave your friends alone and don't lose your friends. And point number 10, I didn't write number 10, but I'm just going to say, number 10! Not everyone is your best friend, and some people have really big mouths, and I don't know, I think I got it from my mum. Like, I am very, very trusting in the sense that I trust you until I don't have to. So I did find myself telling a lot of people something, and when the person found out, I was like, huh? How did you know? Obviously they were told, because I told literally everyone who could hear, I told. So that's tip number 10. Not everyone's your best friend. Not everyone needs to know everything. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoy uni, and at the end of the day, you're going to do whatever you want, and I think first year is definitely for making mistakes and actually having regrets so you can learn from it later on in uni. That's why I try not to be so kind of like guru and patronising in these videos, because I know that you're going to go and you're going to make mistakes. Throughout life we're going to make mistakes. And I think what's so funny about uni is how you're literally kind of young in this adult environment, but you're such a baby. Like, some of the things that happened this year, I was just being so immature, like going to another flat at like 2 AM to start beef and different things like that, and the stupid wall in my flat where people would trash each other's rooms. So everything is quite juvenile, even though you're supposed to be an adult, supposed to be independent. I think that's the best thing about uni. So hope you enjoyed the series. Hopefully I'm going to be so much better this year, so I can come back and do another series, and I won't be like, yeah, I'm dumb. I'll be like, yeah, did this first year, learnt second year, now here. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to watch all of my videos and enjoy yourself, enjoy uni. See you later, bye!